back.
It's not as good as the original.
No, episode 3 was absolutely my favorite. The energy was great.
No, it's gone downhill since.
We're going into the winter.
Yeah. Anyway, we are back.
We are, and it's been such a good week. Thank you so much for all the feedback we've gotten on the pod. It's just getting so exciting to see people sending in their questions and comments, and we're really enjoying reading it and connecting with our listeners. So keep doing that.
Mm-hmm.
And so, how has your week been?
Good, actually. Not too bad. It's been quite busy. It's getting colder.
So much. And just
All of a sudden, to be fair. It's
Yeah.
just like all of a sudden got cold quite quickly. Also, this week, so I've got a thing that I'm obsessed with trying to see the Northern Lights. Right? So, went to Iceland, as everybody knows, if they've listened to this pod. And didn't see them because there was a storm.
No.
Yeah, well, I think you already knew that. But anyway, you can start seeing the Northern Lights in the UK now quite often.
Really?
Now, in the village next to where we live, there's a guy who literally posts all the time on the local Facebook page, his pictures of the Northern Lights around here. Right? Around here. So I've now downloaded the Aurora app.
Okay.
So I get notifications
When
if they're likely to be seen. Because I'm so obsessed with trying to see them and have yet to see them.
And you don't need to go to Iceland
Well, exactly.
in freezing temperatures.
There was a picture last year. Actually, I think it was probably in April, and I went to Iceland with Jack in February. And they were outside the local school, which is literally 500 meters away from where I live.
Okay, so is this one of those, it's about the journey, not the
And
destination?
it's been all over the news about the Northern Lights in the UK.
Outside your front door.
Yeah. So anyway, I'm chasing the Northern Lights.
Well, if you find them, please take a picture.
Well, I'm
listeners.
trying.
And if anybody in the UK has any hints on where, what, and how, please send on to Jess, because she is chasing them.
I even get a notification on my watch. Like,
That is incredible.
minor activity.
I really want to see them as well. I thought you had to go there. That is incredible.
Anyway, how's your week been? What have you been doing?
It's been good. It has gotten remarkably colder. When I think back, we were just so hot a few pods ago. It was really, really hot while we were recording, and now it's freezing, isn't it? So this week I went to have a look at some new cars because we were replacing our car, and I didn't think I wanted an electric car as much as now I do after test driving it and seeing it and all the benefits. So that's been my week, like just researching about, because I always have to research everything. I can't just go and someone tell me about this is good, because I don't know if it's a sales tactic or whether it actually makes sense. So it's been really interesting. So that's what I've been doing this week.
They're quick, aren't they?
Incredibly. I thought it'd be really slow, like it's just electricity, you know, just
It's
bumble
just like
along.
straight off the
Yeah.
mark.
It's incredible. So
If you want a speeding ticket, get an electric car.
I haven't gotten one yet. I have not gotten one yet.
Well,
so
yet.
Okay, so maybe not an electric car. Your challenge this week. How'd it go?
Okay.
Were you amazed by the amount of plants you have?
Well,
or?
most seem to be in my kitchen.
Okay.
But I don't have as many as I would like. But I've got 10. And I was speaking to my friend, Sophie.
Yeah.
She's got 32 plants in her house.
32.
So
wow, she's incredible.
I'm extremely embarrassed to even say 10.
I had my friend message me after the pod released, and she was like, so you said just go buy one plant. She says, I think I have a problem because I have to fill my entire boot when I go and buy plants. I can't just come home with one. Is that okay? I was like, that is exactly what you should be doing.
Wow, that's a commitment.
Yeah, she was like, I don't know what this nonsense is about just buying one plant at a time. So she went and just
Actually,
bought an entire boot full.
I just spilled coffee all over me. So I had another message in regards to last week's pod about the plants, and I'm just trying to find it. So another friend, my friend Nicole, basically went to Lidl,
Mm?
and she came out with the snake plant and a pot for £8.99.
What? That's incredible.
Yeah, compared to the one that I bought, which was nearly £32.
It's a nice pot. I know it was expensive, but you can also just go to Lidl, and
Well, I didn't know that.
I feel like we have to go to Lidl now and go and buy some plants. Okay.
Well, maybe we can. Oh no, look, what's happened to my book?
Spilled coffee.
Also, so I bought some other products,
Okay.
right? So I've bought a new eyebrow gel.
Okay.
This is a 2.
Okay, what brand?
NYX. I don't know if that's NYX or if it's NYX.
I also don't know.
So I bought that.
That's fantastic.
It's okay. It's not too bad, actually. I've only used it once.
Just show me the front of it. Control freak. So
Just clear gel.
So okay.
And that's rated 2.
Oh, fantastic. That's really helpful. Thank you.
And also another one that I bought
Okay.
is a bronzer.
Okay.
Okay, so this is a 3. Because the one I'm using at the minute is a 6.
So we said max 3, right? If we're going to give recommendations.
Well, you did.
Yes. So this is a 3.
Yeah, so
Okay.
I'm on to a winner.
Mm-hmm.
This is Pixie.
Pixie.
Or it's either Pix ! Or Pick.
Oh, I see. The other ones.
Do you know what I
Okay.
mean? This is on
We'll
the
tag it in our Instagram anyway, so you know exactly
on the go
what to look for.
bronze tinted moisturizer stick. So you literally, and then you blend it.
Okay, well, you'll have to show me how to do that.
So I'm going to try that out and see how I get on.
That looks lovely.
There is another one. There's like a summer glow,
Okay.
but this is the beach glow because obviously I need to pretend that I'm always got a beach glow.
Yes, in November. Absolutely.
Hydrating solid bronzer used to add warmth and dimension to face and body.
Amazing.
Pixie Beauty. So
Oh, thanks for sharing those. That's really helpful.
I think I got them on Cult Beauty.
I love that website.
And also I've ordered a few other bits but they've not arrived yet. And also that setting spray primer has not arrived.
Okay,
But it's in that haul.
great. Well, we'll unpack that then next week when we get there. So this week we are talking about skincare. So what is your skincare regime? Do you go for facials?
Well, actually, someone bought me one for my birthday. I haven't used it yet.
Would you usually go for
Well,
facials?
I would like to do that more. Yeah, that would be really nice. Do you?
No.
Why? Well, probably because they put everything on you.
I think that's the one thing is I don't know what is in the product, so it feels a bit of a gamble for me. The second thing is I have a really lovely friend who does them where we live, and I always want to go for one. But then if you give me the option of going for that or a massage,
Oh, yeah.
I really struggle
Have
to go.
you had a head massage before?
Yes.
Yeah, that is dreamy. You know, like when you go to the hairdressers and they go
Yes.
to you. So when they do the condition, do you want a massage with that? Are you
Yeah,
having
why
a
are you-
laugh?
why are you
Of course I do.
Let me just think.
Let me
about
just
that.
have a little think.
Just give me
Excuse me.
Yeah,
What stupid
well,
question?
You know, if you insist. But it's just, I always want to rather go for the massage than for the skincare. But so it was really interesting this week because my skincare regime is really basic. it was really interesting reading up into it and doing some research around it. And
Why is yours basic then? What do you do?
I just wash it with water.
Oh, that is basic actually. That you can't get much more basic.
And then I bought a facial wash because obviously when you wear makeup,
So
it doesn't.
let's just go back to that a moment. You were taking makeup off with water.
No, it doesn't work. Obviously, it's oil based. So to remove makeup, I use the Garnier. Is it like mineral water?
The micellar
Yeah,
water.
so that's quite good. It has quite a good rating. Just check which one you buy. Obviously, if there's anything that's starting to add fragrances and stuff like that, just
Oh, do you know what? I've got a fact about that.
okay.
Fragrance. Umbrella term.
Totally.
As apparently it can hide up to 4,000 different chemicals,
Yes.
which will be probably can be hormone disrupting.
It is, yeah, they're endocrine disruptors. So one of my purchasing rules or buying rules when I started out was, as soon as it says fragrances or perfumes, I didn't buy it, because that was a really simple one for me.
Yeah. I didn't know that. That's quite scary around the fragrance thing.
It's because you started off with fragrances being essential oils, you know, from plants and things like this, like rose and rose water and things like that. So that's where it started. And then they started making them in labs, you know, recreating them. And then after a while, you just have all these things that fall under fragrance, and you don't actually know what chemical, whether there's actually anything real in it.
Yep.
So that's really a tip for our listeners. If you just don't know where to start, just if it says added fragrances or the word perfume on it, that's not regulated. So yes, while it could be an essential oil that is really organic and non-toxic, it could really be something just chemically made in a lab.
Yeah.
So avoid that, absolutely. But what I also would suggest is go and look for stuff that says fragrance free, or for sensitive skin, because we all have sensitive skin. Whether your skin reacts or not, you have sensitive skin.
Yeah.
So look for stuff that's perfume free, fragrance free, or for sensitive skin.
Okay.
And use those, because when you research those, the list of ingredients there, we get really low scores and we get really low toxicity. So that's always a good bet. If you don't know, or when in doubt, or you're somewhere where you go, I don't have time to research, or I don't know what to go next, or I've run out, go for the fragrance free, sensitive, baby approved product.
Okay, that's good. So we're talking about skincare today, so go back to the routine.
So I would just remove my makeup, and then I bought a just a facial wash, and in terms of skincare, I'd only use that and a moisturizer. So I do a face wash and then a moisturizer, and that's all I've ever done. And then you and I both read a book called The Earth Diet, which we'll link in Instagram, where she was talking about just using oils to moisturize your skin. So using things like olive oil, avocado oil, and coconut oil, and she switches that up as her moisturizer, because when she started her journey, I don't think there was as many options as there is today.
Yep.
So I have done that, but if you have, obviously in the summer or spring, or if you have really oily skin, that's obviously not an option. So that's really just what, in terms of my skincare routine, that I would do, is just wash my face and put moisturizer on it. And you? 17 steps.
Well, it's different for night and in the morning.
Okay.
Because in the morning, I will wash my face with water for a start. Then I have like a cleanser, so a cleansing wash that I'll put on. I haven't actually checked the ratings of these, which I probably should, but they're also not ready to be thrown out, so I'd rather not know. So if I play ignorant to it, then I don't know what's happening. And then I will moisturize. Then I put sun cream on. So wear sun cream every day. And if you don't, everyone needs to start wearing Factor 50 sun cream every day.
Yeah.
Even if it's not sunny. I can't even go with sunny, shiny. Sunny. It's probably worse going into winter because the weather is, well, it impacts your skin a little bit more with the cold and the wind. So make sure everyone wears sun cream. And then I would probably put my makeup on. And then at night, I will use actually like a cleansing balm, which I've got from the Body Shop. Again, I need to look at the rating of that. I'm nearly out.
Okay.
So
cleansing balm at night, and then next you would
then use the the wash that I used in the morning.
Okay.
And then I'll put moisturizer on again. And then I used to also put eye cream on.
Okay.
And then also if I look like I've got a little like blemish mark, I'll put bio oil on.
Okay. Yeah. So, but I mean, the staples there is really face wash or cleanser, and then a moisturizer, which is good because I always think less is more, isn't it? The less we put onto our skin.
Yeah, but mine doesn't seem to be less. Seems to be a lot there.
It's not really though, because if you think, you can actually get toners and oils, and you can just spread it out a lot. But if we focus on just a face wash and a moisturizer, and we go with that, at least that's those bases covered in terms of skincare. Now, if your skin requires more, then obviously you're going to get professional advice for that. But what we're talking about is really just reducing the toxic load.
Yeah.
So let's have a look at, I just want to go a little bit and look at what the skin actually does, because you were just talking about the winter, right? We're going into the winter now, we're in autumn, and so our skin is starting to feel really dry, dehydrated, and we start putting on a lot of products to get that glow back, to get that smoothness back, and to feel like it's hydrated. So let's talk about that a little bit. And what I want to say here, so from a Chinese medicine perspective, it's really about nourishing your body now during this time with broths and anything, soups that are really going to put that moisture in your body that we're losing. You know? Did you?
Yeah, made a soup.
Is it tomato soup?
It should be actually, but no, it's not.
Oh, thank goodness.
But you probably made a tomato soup.
Death row meal.
With cheese. No, it was an empty the fridge kind of soup. So I'd planned to make this red pepper pasta dish. However, it never actually came to fruition. So they started to go a bit soft. So I was like, right, I need to use these because otherwise it's just a waste.
That's lovely. I love that.
So I did roasted...
Clean the fridge soup.
Yeah, that's what it's called.
Clean the fridge.
So roasted red and yellow pepper.
I love how you roast everything. So when you come to Jess's, it's always... There's like roasted tomatoes and roasted... It's so lovely. I really like it. I'm sorry. It's just...
Well, I roasted them because then I can pull the skins off of them.
Oh, yeah.
So, because you don't want skin in your soup. Like, skin soup.
Anyways, talking about skincare.
And carrots.
Oh, nice.
Roasted the carrots.
Of course.
And then... I let it all cool overnight, and then I've NutriBulleted it this morning.
That's really lovely.
So anyway,
that's really nourishing the body from the inside out. So because we're losing so much during the autumn in Chinese medicine, it's a time of letting go. And so
sorry,
just so it's because it's such a dry season now and the seasons are changing, if you really focus on nourishing your body from the inside, then we're going to see those results, because your skin is a product of what's going on the inside. It always shows you what's going on inside your body. So if you're having flare-ups and things like that, if it's not something that you're actually putting onto your skin, we need to look at inside the body and think about, right, what is aggravating, because the skin is showing us as a picture of what is going on. So if we're having really dry skin, we're getting battered and bruised by the wind and the seasons are changing, we need to start thinking about how we can nourish from the inside. So that's really like soups and broths, if we add some oils into our food.
When you say oils,
like avocado oil, coconut oil, really like nourishing the body. And I just have to myth bust something here that I saw on TikTok, where there was this girl who had this glass of water, and she's like, the reason that oil doesn't work in the body, essential oils don't work in the body, and you can't use them, as if you add oil onto water, you see they don't mix, so that is what happens on the body. And this thing went viral, and I'm like, but that makes no sense at all, because why then is omegas important to you? You have to have omegas in your diet. So please just don't believe everything you see on TikTok. And that brings me really to, with broths and soups, we are talking about collagen, because chicken broths, bone broths, that's really about collagen, and we know how important collagen is for the skin. Do you take collagen?
Yeah, but because obviously I'm vegetarian, so I don't get it through chicken and bone.
So why do you why did you start taking collagen?
So I don't have to have Botox as early. Take it in a capsule form. But also I've seen this little matcha recipe that I want to make.
Okay.
Which I'm going to buy some matcha powder, collagen powder to mix in with the matcha.
Oh, nice.
So then I'm going to make that my new morning routine.
That sounds lovely.
But I haven't yet purchased. But that's my plan. But I do take collagen capsules. My hair grows quick. I've got like baby hair at the front.
So on that note, this is really a side note, but a lot of so I had really bad hair loss postpartum, and I had someone message me the other day about this and said, do you know anything what I could do?
Yeah.
And I was like, someone recommended collagen for me, and it was incredible, the hair growth afterwards. So with your skincare routine, add in collagen. So we're talking type 1 collagen, which is the marine collagen. So you get marine collagen and bovine collagen. But the marine collagen is really for healthy hair, nourishes the skin, rehydrates the skin, and nails. So adding that into your diet.
So how do you know which collagen it is? Will it say?
Ingredients, yeah.
Should we have,
and some of them are multi-collagens. So
it's literally, well, the ones I take is probably going to say, this is terrible, killing you.
So marine collagen is really the one we want to look at for healthy skin, hair and nails, boost metabolism and aids in weight management. So really look out for
what about hydrolyzed collagen?
Hydrolyzed just actually means that they are broken down. So that means it's more bioavailable. It's more available to your body to absorb. That's what the hydrolyzed part means.
Oh, right. Okay. And what about silicon dioxide?
Oh, I don't know.
And magnesium cerate.
So magnesium is, if you were to talk to me, I'll probably say that is the most important supplement to take, is a magnesium supplement. So 80% of our skin is collagen, and we lose in our 20s about 1% of our collagen a year. So by the time we're 50, we've lost a third of the collagen. So
wow,
I think looking for a multi-collagen, not just marine for skin, but if you're looking to take collagen included in your diet, which I highly recommend, is looking for a multi strain collagen, where you get that, and then for joints, because that's a different type of collagen. Again, there's different types of collagen. So
Can we link some for our listeners?
Absolutely. We
Yeah,
can
that
do
might be a good thing to do.
So, should we get on to some suggestions?
Well, I was reading, had another little read.
Love it.
And it was a mixture of skincare, but also body care, so personal care. And for women and also men, on average, they use 6 products daily for body care.
Okay.
Women use 3 for skincare. Men use 1. However, the gap between women and men has narrowed. Women use more, but men's use has also doubled as well.
Okay.
So men are using more products than what they used to do.
Yeah. So we are definitely going to do a men's episode on
Men episode.
Men episode. Men's episode.
That could be a
on skincare. But yeah, let's give some suggestions for our male listeners on today's podcast. So when we look at skincare, there's 2 that I really want to point out in terms of really non-toxic skincare.
Yep.
And one of them is my absolute favorite, is Biosense. I love this.
You can get that on
Cult Beauty.
You can get that on Cool Beauty, yeah. I have seen that.
Beautiful. Really, really
It's quite
lovely.
expensive though, isn't it?
Yeah.
So it's not
But
it's not one of the cheapest, but it might last ages.
But the other thing is as well, it doesn't have toxins in it.
Yeah.
Okay. So, and then secondly, if we're talking expensive, it's just about where you place your value, isn't it?
I suppose, but some people's price ranges will vary. So
Totally.
that might be more of a higher end one. So
Yes.
So it'd be probably good if we could share maybe a mixture.
So there's an Asian company that's called iSoy, which is ISOI, and they also have some beautiful products.
Okay.
And then if we're talking about like which you can buy in just your at the shopping center or in your pharmacies or things like that, the Clinique Men Oil Control Face Wash has a very low rating, because we were actually talking last night to our neighbors, and he was saying he uses Clinique, and so that is an option. And then the Olay Gentle Foaming Fragrance Free one, again, look for fragrance free. Neutrogena, fragrance free. Just when in doubt, go fragrance free.
Also the Sukin range.
Okay.
They're around a 2 or a 3.
Okay.
You can get that in big bottles in TK Maxx as well.
Oh, lovely. So that's then, depending on what your price range is, that's
But it's not all products. So some of the range might be low, but some might be high. So like that Pixie bronzer, that's a 3, but some of their other products are a 6 or a 7. So you just need to make sure you check. Because also some colours are different ratings as well, I've noticed.
Yeah.
As in, maybe like a clear will be better than, say, a brown or a black eyebrow pencil or eyeliner, etc.
Yeah. So it just depends what coloring they then have put in there. So those are for washes. There's also a company called Kiss My Face, which also has very low rated things. Also some which we're going to get into in the next episode when we look at toiletries for men, some shaving foam. But you can buy that on the website at iHerb. And then moisturizers, there are so many options.
There are a lot.
But please just make sure that you do go on to and do your research in terms of the ingredients, because there's quite a big difference between moisturizers, but there are so many options out there that you can get into. But we will link everything that we've spoken about today on our podcast on Instagram, and you can go have a look there and see what you would like to get into and swap the next time.
I was just
you shop.
When I was looking to buy the other products, as in I was looking for a new eyebrow gel, So one of the things actually that we should probably note is I found it really difficult to be able to find half of the products that are on the EWG in the UK. So there are quite a lot of, I'm just looking now, there's quite a lot of skincare products available, but I don't know if we can get them all here.
So I think when it comes to the EWG website, you need to use that as a guideline.
Yeah.
And also to research individual ingredients.
That's it. It's more about the ingredients, isn't it?
So think about the ingredients. And we have a list of top ingredients to look for, which is going to be shared on our Instagram this week when our podcast launches. And we'll share those ingredients, the top to look for. And you can just save that. And when you go shopping, look for those ingredients, or have a look in your shower what ingredients you have, but use it as a guideline. And if you're in a different country, because we've got really lovely listeners all over the world, and so this is going to be specific to the UK, but use that as a guideline to look for a specific ingredient. And you don't even have to use that website. Put that ingredient into Google, and it will tell you whether it's toxic or not, or whether it's been associated with anything toxic. And because also with the spelling, like moisturizer, you also have to think in some countries it's spelled with a Z and with another as S. So if you are looking on websites like EWG, if something here is spelled with an S, you won't necessarily find it on the EWG
There's also
website.
the other app, isn't there? There's, that you can use.
Think
the Think Dirty app.
Then there's a Yucca app, which we'll post some screenshots of that this week of that you can download just to keep with you while you're in the shops. But certainly just take a screenshot. And we had a really interesting comment this week on our pod, didn't we, about because you were saying about making your own laundry detergent, and then someone wrote into us about, but you know, who has the time? And I think it comes back to with being really gentle with yourself and giving yourself the time to adjust to this entirely new concept and way of living. But I think we're all given 24 hours in a day. And if I really want to see you, which is most days, then that goes up on your priority list. So when someone says I don't have time, it just means there's something higher on the priority list that day. But if this is important, and if this is something that you want to reduce, and if this is something that where you want to see an improvement in your home, or you feel it is important to you, then I think it just moves up on that priority list.
Yeah.
And that is just what it has done for us, is just you make that time. And when we talk about time, is it takes you 5 minutes to make a laundry detergent, but you have a month's supply of it, or make 2 months supply of it.
I suppose it I really want to sneeze, but it's not happening. I suppose it comes down to it being convenient, as in have a little look at a recipe, and actually if you prepare for the recipe, it's like when you're baking a cake or you're making a meal, if you line up all the ingredients, it's not as overwhelming, I find. So if you want to make a multi-surface spray or a laundry detergent, look at the recipe, line up the ingredients, and then next time you do it, when you do it once, that's when it's always going to take the longest. But then once you've done it, the next time, it's far quicker because you know what you're doing.
Oh, definitely. You just know.
It's just a change, isn't it? And because you've got to do something rather than pop to the shop to buy it, it is a little bit different. But again, if you want to go to the gym and you want to, look great in your swimwear, then you're going to go to the gym.
Yeah, it's just, it's finding the importance of it. Find the value, find the time.
Yeah.
When you find the value in something, you find
but
the
it can
time.
be daunting, so I get it, because I don't have loads of time available to be able to make all these I also don't have the space at the moment, but it's something I want to do and I will be doing. But at the minute I'm buying products which are less.
And that's where we talk about it being a journey, right?
Yeah.
So I
We
really
can't do everything overnight.
no, because we need 8 hours sleep.
Yeah.
So I really hope that this podcast has been informative, and we are certainly going to explore more into skincare.
I think it's a bigger subject, isn't it?
It is a much bigger subject, but our goal this week was just to give you something to walk away with. We're going into autumn now. You need to be looking after yourself and really thinking about what can I add in to nourish my skin and nourish my body from the inside so I glow on the outside.
Oh, yeah.
So next week we will be covering... What's our dirty word for next week? It's toiletries. So we're going to look at what is in your shower, bath, toothpaste. So challenge. Bring me one of the worst rated toiletries in your bathroom and one of the best rated, and let's discuss next week. Okay.
Challenge. Well, I haven't got a choice in the matter, so challenge accepted.
You always have a choice, Jess.
Yeah, this is true.
Just like I will have a choice.
Everyone always has a choice. You do not when I tell you you're doing a half marathon, because I would have signed you up. Anyway, till next week.
Please subscribe.
Yeah, please subscribe to our little poddy. Really appreciate it. Also, please send us any messages on our Instagram page, and also if you could comment on our Apple Podcast, Spotify, all of that amazing good stuff, we would really
please just do it right now so she stops saying really. We will see you next week right back here in the kitchen
with Jess and Liesel.
Bye.
Bye.